So in this chapter, we will try to learn about how perceptrons work. Okay. So consider this as a perceptrons. Okay, and it is getting a input from, it's multiple types of input it is getting, and it needs to make a certain decision based on what inputs it is going to get it actually. I know that these inputs are connected or passing the information or getting shown currently with the different sizes of the arrows. Okay, and it was it was purposefully added. Okay, so each of these inputs, okay, which causes or which has a more impact on this output. Okay, like I4 carries a more impact and it gets triggered. Basically, if the value of this input is higher, it triggers that this output needs to actually, this perceptron needs to trigger an output, which will say that yes or no. Basically, if this perceptron's function is to identify something and you have passed this kind of information, and it should needs to tell you, yes, it is what you have passed me, and I'm confirming it actually. It is based on the inputs, and if particular inputs are there, it will meet the certain thresholds also. So when I was saying that these neurons actually, the inputs have certain degree of weightages assigned to it, and importance, when I said it was more of an weightage actually. If this input is coming with a higher weightage, then I need to know, or I know that this perceptron needs to get triggered actually. Okay. Now consider a perceptron as a mathematical equation which takes the input, and with these inputs there are certain weightages are associated with it, which helps in making a decision whether this is X, this is Y, or this is a 1 or any numeric value. And that's what it happens. And that's what, based on these inputs and weightage, it identifies and tells you whether, if it is in the threshold value, okay, then it will tell whether yes or it will tell no actually. Okay, so that's what it happens actually. When you go from perceptrons, and this is what actually happens inside the perceptron. I know there are a couple of more factors out there which we will slowly see, but for a moment, just remember that there are multiple inputs from multiple places perceptron is receiving, and each of these inputs carries a certain weightage, which is a variable thing, which helps in determining whether this perceptron needs to get triggered and can it pass a value, or does it meet a threshold and can it pass a value to next perceptron, or it can give you, is it sufficient, it has an information to make a decision whether it can output yes or no. That's what is about perceptrons and how it is associated with the weightages. That's what we learn in this chapter. In next chapter, we will try to learn how this is mimicked in the human brain.